What's up, ladies and genitals? Welcome back to my channel. We are gathered here today simply because of the fact that I'm a complete fucking idiot. Not gonna lie, this is one of the dumbest things I've ever done. Before I tell you the story, I would not recommend this to a friend because I am a fucking idiot. I know that. Sound off in the comments below letting me know that I'm a fucking idiot and I deserve to be kidnapped. And I deserve to be on some The Call type shit. I deserve some Taken 2 ass shit. Obviously, I haven't told a story time on my channel in a very long time because if I'm being completely honest, nothing that eventful happens in my life. Nothing eventful in the sense of like, oh my god, this is so crazy, I need to tell the internet. Something that I need to share with other people. I could always tell you guys a bunch of little 5-minute stories that are like kind of crazy for like 5 minutes, but nothing hits quite like this, if I'm being completely honest with you. So let's just get right into it, honestly. I don't really know what to preface this with besides I will take the heat. I am standing by the fire. I am taking the heat, okay? So, just recently, Christmas happened. Happy holidays. Happy New Year to everyone. I love you all so much. Thank you for the endless support. We are starting 2021. Did I even say that right? It's so weird saying 2021. We are starting 2021. Off to an idiotic start. Well, I guess this happened in 2020, technically. So, we are starting 2021, reflecting on the things that we did in 2020, and we are not doing them. Okay? Okay. My entire household went on this little Christmas excursion over to Breckenridge, Colorado, but obviously that was during Christmas, therefore I could not attend. Well, I could not attend instantly. I had to go home to see my family in Vegas, because if I didn't go see my mom for Christmas, she would have a literal aneurysm. So, I decided, okay, I'll come to Breckenridge, Colorado and hang out with you guys for the rest of the trip after Christmas. Therefore, I took a COVID test before and took a COVID test after traveling, both negative results. So we're in the clear, thank God. Ty was also invited on this trip. Ty is my boyfriend. If you don't know, I don't know where the fuck you've been. He also had to go see his family in Arizona. So he went to Arizona, I went to Vegas. We came back together in Vegas on the 26th and then traveled to Colorado together, okay? Are you keeping up with me? Are you keeping up with the Stuarts? So it's the day of the 26th. It's time to fly to Colorado. Ty and I, we have some food before the airport. My dad feeds us a bunch of wine. So we're a little tipsy going into the airport and everything. We get through security pretty fast. So we're like, let's take a couple shots. Let's feel ourselves for this flight. And like, we're gonna see our friends right after. Like, they're probably all gonna be hammered in their cabin anyway. So we might as well like catch up, you know? Sounds like a good idea, right? So we take these shots and then now we're really feeling ourselves. We're just like two, honestly, like little sassy boyfriends walking to the airport. Not gonna lie, not our brightest look, but that's exactly what we were. So then it's time to head to our gate because our flight's in like literally 30 minutes. So we head over to this like tram. You know when you take like a tram from one set of gates to another because it's just like at a different area of the airport. So we walk up to these, or should I say, we stumble up to this tram and there's a bunch of people standing or whatever, but honestly, like I said, we were like a little drunk, so we just walk to the front and we're like, okay, what does it matter? We're all going to the same place, let's just all get in. So we get to the front and there's these two people. There's a mother and her daughter and then there's like just these two strangers like off to the side. They start kind of like talking shit about Ty and I in a way. They're like sitting there like saying something about how we just like kind of just stumbled up here and like marched our way to the front. I was like, oh, I didn't know it was that big of a deal. I thought we were all just getting onto the tram so we can all go to the D gates together and then, you know, like fly our merry asses to wherever the fuck we need to go. Like I said, I was a little intoxicated, so maybe it came off as rude, but I wasn't thinking. I will take credit for being an asshole if that's exactly what I was. So we get in to the tram and they're still talking, but I was like, what? And then like they like repeat themselves and then Ty's like, I don't know what you just said, but okay. And we're literally just being sassy drunk gays in the airport. It's kind of embarrassing to even talk about, but I just like to keep it real with you guys. I'm not gonna omit little details from the story that are gonna like make me look better in a way or make me look worse in a way. Like I'm just gonna tell you exactly how it is because I like to keep it real with you guys, you know? So, I overhear the mother and the daughter talking about like Colorado or whatever. Or they're talking about Denver. You fly into Denver when you're going to Breckenridge or like most places in Colorado. And I was like, okay, let's be nice. Let's like kind of like, let's start with a clean slate here. I don't want them to think we're just like some douchebags like in the airport. Like I want them to think like, oh, these are nice people. That's what I thought. So I'm like, oh my god, no way, we're going to Colorado as well. Like, we're flying to Denver. And they're like, oh, really? Like, where are you going? And I was like, Breckenridge. And they're like, Breckenridge? Like, that's pretty far from Denver. I was like, oh, is it really? Like, I didn't really know. Like, come to find out, it's a 2-hour drive. Ubers are like $500 from there as well. The mom is like, so how are you getting to Breckenridge? And we're like, oh, it's an Uber. She's like, what, an Uber? I was like, yeah, it's like $500. And then she's like, a $500 Uber? There's no way in hell you need to take a $500 Uber. She was like, shit, I'll take you for $100. And I was like, okay, like, $500 or $100 with these people you just met. Could I die? Maybe. But am I saving $400? Yes. But then also at the same time, I was like, okay, like we'll just like see how this goes. Like maybe we won't need to even do that. Like maybe there's like a shuttle service or something at the airport. Maybe there's like something that will take us 2 hours away to where we don't have to like spend $500 on an Uber or hop in the car with strangers at all. We could just like do it the most safe way possible. So then we end up parting ways, and before we part ways, the mom is like, oh, let's exchange numbers or whatever, just in case you guys do need a ride to Breckenridge. Like I would love to help you guys out. I would hate to see you guys take a $500 Uber. And I'm like, wait, this lady's sick. Like what the fuck? And like we had a lot of conversation in between too that just like made it seem like we kind of had like a little like cute little connection. Like you know when you connect with strangers in the weirdest way, and you're just like, that person was dope. Like if you're shopping in a clothing store and you just like are interested in like some sort of clothing and this is the same person, or like, oh my god, like that outfit's so cute, or just like anything like that. You just like have that little connection with a stranger that you're just like, that person was actually pretty cool. Like you appreciate nice, genuine people in the world because there's so many sick fucks out there that are just so fucking rude and pieces of shit. So like when you come across a nice person, sad to say too that when you come across a nice person, you really appreciate it. Wow. Anyways, we part ways after we exchange numbers or whatever. The flight happens. Ty and I land, and then we collect our bags. We go to order an Uber, $500. And I thought maybe it was like gonna be $500 before because it was like surge hours or something like that. Little things that affect Uber prices. I was like, maybe it'll go down a lot. So we go to order the Uber, $500. And we're just like, ugh. Like, do we really spend $500 on an Uber? Especially if we're being offered a $400 difference. Like, rule number one to being rich and keeping your money is to act broke, you know? And also, I just know for a fact if my parents knew, well, actually, if my parents knew that I got in a car with strangers, they'd probably be really fucking pissed off. But also, if my parents knew I spent $500 on an Uber, they'd also be really fucking pissed off. I don't know which one they'd be more pissed off about, but we're sitting there and we're like, do we really take this fucking $500 Uber? It turned out also that they were on a different flight. They were just landing at the exact same time as us. So we're like, it's really convenient. Like, we honestly might as well just hit them up. They seemed really fucking cool. I go to text the daughter that I had the number of and was like, hey, are you guys still down to take us? Or like, would you guys take us to Breckenridge for $100? She's like, wait, hold on, let me ask, like, where are you guys? And I'm like, oh, we're at baggage claim, like, we just got our bags or whatever. And she's like, okay, like, hold on, I'm figuring this out right now. She's like talking to her mom about it. They're going back and forth, and then she's like, meet us here, like, meet us in the middle of the baggage claim. We're like, okay, so like, I'm assuming we're gonna meet and like talk about this or something, maybe negotiate some sort of deal or something. $100, are you okay with that? I need a snack, honestly. I'm getting stressed out just leading up to the antics that is this story time. So, we meet up with them. The mom's a little frantic, might I say. Super nice, but really frantic. Maybe it's just airport jitters, like, you know, mob into an airport, there's people everywhere. It's just a little too much. High stress, high pressure situation. You've got these strange ass little boys that you just met in the Vegas airport asking you for a ride for $100. I don't blame her, but she's honestly being really fucking helpful. She takes us to like different areas. She's like, oh, there's a shuttle over here. Usually we walk up to the shuttle place. They're like, oh no, we are not doing shuttles right now, whatever. She's like, oh shit, okay. Is there a peacock outside? And then it stopped. What? What? So there's no shuttles happening. She's like, okay, like, let me figure this out. She's like, okay, just follow us. And we're like, okay, like, where are we going? Didn't even ask where we're going. We're just like, okay, Ty and I are looking at each other like, so we're going up the escalator to go outside to passenger pickup, and the daughter's on the phone with like some man that has some sort of relation to them, and is like, oh hey, we have like these two friends or whatever that we met in the other airport, they need a ride to Breckenridge, like blah blah blah, explaining the situation. And I'm just like, is this okay? Like, is this your dad that's on the phone? Like, who is this person? Like, is everything okay? They're not answering any of my questions too. I asked, is this your dad, like 4 different times, never got an answer. They just kind of ignored me. Ty and I are just looking at each other like, are we gonna die? Are we gonna die? Because I feel like we're gonna die. So we go ahead, we head to passenger pickup, and there's like this pickup truck outside. And no offense to this pickup truck, but it was not looking like the most safe pickup truck. It was looking a little like The Hills Have Eyes. Just did not give off the cutest vibes or whatever. But also, like, it's Colorado. Mountains, all that shit, like, whatever. It just did not look like the most safe thing to hop into and throw your bags into or whatever. So anyways, what did we do? Hop into it and throw our bags into it like the dumbass little boys we are. We hop in, and it's them three in the front seat, and this man that we are just now meeting, I don't remember what his name was, I'm not gonna say his name anyways. Okay, so I just want to make note of the fact that we did in fact keep our masks on throughout the duration of the car ride, as you would in an Uber. And we also confirmed with them that they had tested as well because of, you know what, our girl Voldemort. So yeah. Oh, also there's my breakfast. And then Ty and I in the back seat, our bags are in the trunk, or the bed of the truck. We literally just start driving, and I'm like sitting there like, where are we going? Are these people gonna try and kill me? I'm really confused as to what's going on right now, and there's no telling what the future holds at this point, because we're literally in their car at this point. Like, there's no turning back, there's no like hopping out. Like, if they wanted to kill us, they would just literally turn around and fucking split our asses and spray us with pepper spray and fucking chloroform our asses. Like, it could be over right then and there the second that they realize that we're scared. So, we're just keeping to ourselves in the back seat, and we're just driving in the direction of wherever. The mom is on the the daughter's phone, typing in different like shuttle services, trying to see like different routes that we could possibly get to Breckenridge on. Nothing's really coming up, and it's just like not looking good. She's like, oh, maybe there's a Greyhound bus you guys could take that would take you to at least here, then you could Uber from there, so it's just like way cheaper. She's honestly being nice, trying to find us solutions, but we're still sitting here like, what the fuck is going on? Like, we don't even know these people, we're just sort of sitting in the back of their truck. We just met them in Vegas in the airport, met them for like 10 minutes, split ways, hopped on a flight, and now we're back together and we're in the back of their fucking truck. How does that make any sense? I guarantee none of you have ever done anything like this, and please, please, please do not ever do this. All I want for you guys is to stay safe and not be as stupid as me. Anyways, we're driving. Nothing's really working, and then the mom starts going on like Craigslist and other things and is looking for like ads, because she's like, here in the mountains and stuff, a lot of people do their own personal shuttle services where they'll come pick you up personally and drive you to wherever personally. And I'm sitting there like, okay, strangers in the mountains, like this just sounds like some shit that you're gonna get killed. And it's also nighttime, might I add, it's nighttime, so everything's just scary at nighttime, as we know. We're sitting there and I'm just like, okay, strangers in the mountains, snowy, this just doesn't sound like a good idea. I barely trust these strangers that we're sitting in the back of the car with, let alone some random ass person off of Craigslist. We all remember the fucking Craigslist killer. Yeah, Ty and I are looking at each other like, okay, this woman's trying to get on Craigslist and find us a ride. Like, what the fuck? We should have just taken the $500 Uber at this point. This is bullshit. We're driving, and like then conversation just starts happening. Don't even know where we're driving to, not even questioning it. Should have been questioning it, but things just start to get weird. The daughter's like, we're kidnapping you, like making jokes out of it, saying it over and over again, and we're like, ha 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 ha. And every time something scary would happen in the back of the truck, Ty and I are holding hands, we'd squeeze, because we're like, are we gonna fucking die? Because it really feels like it. And no one wants to hear jokes that you're getting kidnapped by strangers. We don't even know you're gonna make jokes about kidnapping us. I get it, maybe we seem cool and quirky and young and stuff like that, but we're still scared. And like, I know we made a little connection in the airport, but we're still scared. And it's 3 of you and 2 of us. Like, y'all are obviously on some little team here. You guys are on each other's side if it came down to it, where it was like you versus us. You guys would probably win because there's 3 of you. There's 3 of you. There's 2 of us. Do some math. So we're just really fucking scared. And then everything just seems a little too weird, like with this family. No offense to this family. If you're watching this video, yo, you're fucking dope. You did your job. You did the damn thing. You took us where we needed to go, but I'm just telling you how it is. I was fucking terrified. So we're in the car, they're talking about their Vegas trip, how the mom lost her phone, they were planning to do acid, like the mom and the daughter were planning to do acid together in a hotel room. Oh hell no. First of all, my mom would never do acid with me. If you do acid with your kids, that's your thing, whatever. My mom would whoop my ass if I ever brought up the idea of us doing acid together. That's just not cool. In most families, I'd say that's not really cool, you know? So it's like, what's going on here? The daughter's also like 15. I wasn't doing acid at 14 and 15, actually. Not with my mom, that's for fucking sure. The whole thing was weirding me out. I'm just like being taken aback even talking about it. And in the moment when you're hearing these kinds of things, you're just like, okay. Like, this family's very, very open with each other too. The daughter's talking about how her boyfriend is at their house waiting for them to get back, but now that they're taking us to wherever, it's gonna take so much longer, he's gonna get annoyed. They just start talking about their relationship. The daughter talks about how they have handcuffs together for like sex. I definitely don't talk about that kind of shit in front of my mom. So it's obvious that this family is a little out of whack, maybe a little off their rocker, is what it seemed in the moment. Like I said, like, I'm not judging a book by its cover, I'm just judging a book by what I'm reading. So everything is just really throwing us off. It's like, how is this all happening right now? There's no way this can be real. Like, this daughter's talking about handcuffs, leashes, switch my wig, make him feel like he's cheating in front of her fucking mom. And then the mom is like, oh, we got a response from someone, like, about like a ride. It's like making a phone call, they don't answer, like things aren't working out. And I'm like, I don't want to ride with another set of strangers anywhere. Maybe you guys are already in the back of your truck, like either get me to Breckenridge or fucking kill me, or let me out, because at this point I will just take the Uber. So it turns out we were actually driving in the direction of Breckenridge. They were telling us that we're going in the direction of Breckenridge, we're getting us there closer so that way like the Uber could be cheaper or whatever. And I'm like, okay, like very nice of them. So as we keep going, I keep checking the price of the Uber, but as we keep going, things just get scarier. Somehow in conversation gets revealed to us the mom and the man are both felons, or were felons, or I don't fucking know. They were felons. So Ty and I are sitting there like, we're in the back of a fucking felon's truck that we've never met in our entire fucking life, and we have all these valuables with us. Our lives are in their hands. Like, what is going on? Like, are they going to kill us? What are you felons for? Is it drugs? Is it murder? Is it battery? Is it kidnapping? Like, what did you do? What's up, you guys? It's Editing Imari here, coming at you live just to clarify this next clip here because I mentioned trauma. So basically, when we're in the car, the mom says something about the daughter and it's like, oh, she's crazy, like she just needs to like go see her therapist. And then the daughter's like, yeah, actually I did go see my therapist this week, and what we talked about was the trauma that he induced on me, and points at the man. And we're like, are y'all good? Trauma. What he do? What she do? What you do? And we're just literally sitting in the back of this truck, terrified. I kid you not, there's beads of sweat dripping down my entire body. As the car ride goes on, more information surfaces. Turns out the man is a recovering alcoholic. Don't know what happened in his past, but I completely respect the fact that he's a recovering alcoholic. Congratulations to you. Cheers to sobriety. You are a great human being for that, and I'm very happy for him. Hearing that honestly made me happy. I was like, okay, great. This car ride was very much a roller coaster of like, we really like them, they seem really cool. Oh no, we really like them, they seem really cool. Oh no, over and over again. They're really nice and they're really dope, and then they're convicted felons, and then they're really nice and they're really dope, and they make a kidnapping joke, and then they're really nice and they're really dope, and then like, there's trauma. Like, what the fuck? We're about an hour out of Breckenridge at this point, and we get stopped at this gas station because the guy needed gas. And so we get out of the gas station, we go and we get snacks, and I'm like, yo, I feel bad. Honestly, I was like, you guys just drove us an hour. Like, don't pay for your gas, I'll pay for your gas. So the guy's like, okay. And then we get back to the truck, and we're sitting there for a second, and I'm like, I'm gonna order an Uber. It's only an hour away. It's much cheaper now. I want to get the fuck away from these people. Like, I'm just really fucking scared. Scared for my life, scared for my boyfriend's life. So we order an Uber, and it's about like 8 minutes away. We are in the car, and they're like talking about how they're hungry or whatever, so they pull into this. Also, why are you pulling away? I just ordered an Uber. Can we just post up here? I think I asked you. I was like, oh, can we just post up here for like 8 minutes? The Uber's on its way. All of a sudden, they turn the car on. They're driving again. They're not just driving around. They're driving to find food. There's a little food place like right next to the gas station, so I'm like, okay, a little annoying because the Uber's gonna pick us up here. We'll have to walk back up here or get driven back up here. Or like, I don't know. I don't want the Uber to cancel because we're not here immediately. Like, I just don't want to deal with any more problems so I have to be with these people any longer. So we're sitting there, and we're trying to find this place, this little restaurant that they're like talking about with like a drive-through or a place where you can sit outside or something. And the man gets out of the truck, he goes to talk to the people, and I guess the people were rude, but he gets back in the car and he's like furious. He's in a terrible fucking mood, and he's like, man, fuck those people, like popping off or whatever. And I'm sitting there like, they're literally just doing their job, telling you that they're closed and that they're not doing any seating right now or something, whatever. I'm just sitting here like in my mind like, wow, he's really like rage quitting right now, and like we're just sitting here in the back of the car to witness this, and he's really fucking pissed off. Like, is rage a problem he's had in the past? Like, is he gonna just like go off his rocker and kill us or kill anyone? I don't fucking know. I've never met you in your entire life. I don't even know what your name is. What? So then, food place doesn't work out. There's like a little drive-through like really close nearby. So they're trying to find this drive-through. Uber's like 4 minutes away or whatever at this point. The drive-through is like nowhere to be found. So now we're just driving down like this dark like alley path, whatever you want to call it. And there's like making circles and just being really scary. Well, they weren't being scary, but like everything just seemed a little all too real and all too scary because it's like there's no street lights back here. It's really fucking dark. There's no drive-through back here. Like, did you know there was no drive-through back here? Was this your plan all along? When we're about to leave, you fucking take us to this back alley and fucking kill us? You know when you're just like living in fear and your mind jumps to the worst conclusion possible? That is exactly what's happening right here. I am jumping to every worst conclusion possible, especially hearing this person is like felons and there's like past trauma, recovering alcoholic. This guy just rage quit on this fucking random people. Like, none of it makes any fucking sense. Take a shot in this video for every time I say none of this makes any fucking sense, because I guarantee you will be blacked out by the end of this video. You're probably blacked out already if you already started the drinking game, because I've said it so many times already. Why wouldn't you have already made a drinking game out of it? We're in this little alley or whatever. They end up making a U-turn, and then we park at the gas station again. And I'm like, oh, thank God. The Uber's so close. The Uber arrives, and we're like, oh my God, oh no, the Uber's here. Oh my God, like, damn. Fuck, we're having so much fun together. This is sad. He was like my best friend. Once I saw the Uber, I saw like the light at the end of the tunnel. I was like, we're making it out of the situation. We're alive, we're alive. Let's just cherish our lives and never fucking do this again. So we're like, oh, this is sad. Bye, you guys are so awesome. Thank you so much for everything. You guys are fucking amazing people. I love you guys. We're gonna go get in our Uber. So we hop out of the car, grab our bags, get into the Uber, put all of our shit in there. We got some beer in the gas station. So what do we do when we're in that Uber? We crack open a cold one with the boys, because everything we were just put through, we deserve a fucking drink. We saw the light flash before our fucking eyes. Bitch got trauma, nobody saw it, and you keep hating on popping regardless. You want to be like Imari and Ty. So we crack open those fucking beers, and we sip those beers all the way to Breckenridge, Colorado, where we get out to the magnificent cabin that is to be, and we are so fucking happy to see the snow. Our best friends come running out. They grab our bags. It's like magic. Like, we're a little more tipsy because we drank like 2 beers in the Uber. We're so happy because we have each other. We have our lives. We're not dead. There's a future ahead of us, and everything is okay. Looking back on it, they were very nice people. They did exactly what they said they were going to do. They got us closer to to Breckenridge, Colorado. It was just terrifying along the fucking way. Was it the smartest idea of me and Ty to hop into the car with strangers? Absolutely not. If you asked me, do I take the $500 Uber or do I hop in the car with strangers, I would tell you take that $500 Uber because your life is not worth $500. You stick to that $500 Uber, okay? Or you fucking, I don't even know, you figure it the fuck out, but you do not hop in the car with strangers that you've never met. Stupidest decision of my entire life. I will never do it again. Mom and dad, brother and sister, aunt and uncle, grandmother and grandfather, if you are watching this, I am so fucking sorry. I will never do it again. Told my best friends about it the second we got to the cabin. They're like, you're a fucking idiot. Why would you ever do that? And I'm like, okay, I get it. I get it. Can we just have some fucking fun now, please? And yeah, that's the story of the time my boyfriend and I got kidnapped from the Denver airport. We kind of walked into the kidnapping, should I say. If you're gonna make decisions, don't necessarily make them intoxicated because obviously your judgment is impaired, okay? So all I want you to do with this video is soak in the lesson that's being learned, and it's to not make decisions while your judgment is impaired, never to hop in the car with strangers. Your life comes first. I would hate to see anything happen to one of you guys because you hopped in a car with a stranger. I'm telling you right now, don't fucking do it. I love you guys. If you enjoyed this video, if you want to hear more story times from me, let me know. I try and tell story times as often as possible. I don't really tell them ever because nothing like that ever happens in my life. This, I just had to get it off my chest. I've been dying to tell this story. I've been telling my friends. Yo, I almost died. Hey, you down there, yo, I almost died. Did you know I almost died? If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel. Turn on post notifications so you never miss a fucking upload. I also have an OnlyFans. It's free to subscribe to where I drop exclusive content, whether it's pictures, videos I can't put on YouTube because they're too raunchy or too fucking crazy to put on here. I love you guys so much. Follow all my social media, link down below as always, and I will see you in the next video because I'm not getting kidnapped before the next one because I learned my lesson. Bye.